Welcome back to the podcast. Roll the intro.
Yeah, they call me a savage. How I'm putting in work. I hustle and grind, I put in the time, get what I deserve. Savage.
What's up, bro?
Morning.
Freestyle podcast. We've got
Afternoon.
no idea what we're going to talk about. And then,
Roll into it.
how did you go with the 3-day
Fast, yeah.
Because I think you're on the, what hour?
I was on 50 hours when I spoke to you, which was last Tuesday. And then I rolled into the Wednesday morning and finished that at around 10 a.m. I was in the plane, actually, as I was flying to Queensland to see the kids and some family. And, yeah, I felt pretty good, bro. This is probably the easiest one I've ever done. I was pretty cruisy on that first day. The first day is always the sort of hardest. And then you get to the second day and you just set in. And like I said to you, I had that ketosis sort of taste in my mouth. I didn't feel too strong when I was training, but, you know, all the water weight leaves you. You just start feeling a lot lighter, which is always good when you're trying to move around, especially someone from myself who's got those knees. And then on the third day, I just cruised through again, bro. I could have pushed it out, but I decided not to, Decided not to.
I put that title because I knew it was like a clickbaity type title, like 3-day fast in the body.
People get so excited for that shit, eh?
It's just like, 3-day fast, I can lose 10 kilos without doing any work.
The ultimate quick fix.
Go.
Like you were saying before too, everyone loves it because it's quick, bro. It's an easy way to lose weight in a short period of time. And the longer you can hold on to it, then the more weight that you can use. Yeah. See, the bad thing about it is people don't know how to refeed themselves, like we said before, when they come out of it. And that's even for me too. Like last week, I went up with the kids, enjoying myself when I'm with them. And the kids are like, "Oh, Dad, can we go get this?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, why not?"
And the weight can sort of pack on as well, eh?
Just
especially after.
Pack straight back on. I think having a better game plan coming out of a fast would be better, more useful, even heading down the lines of, because me and you, we love carnivore. I think if you did a fast for 3 days, to maintain a good level of weight would be to, hit some carnivore for a couple of days after, and then slowly work in the carbs after that as well. But yeah. And
you've restricted yourself so much, so it's much more easier when you get that taste of food, like
bro.
Eat for yonks.
It's because those 3 days, it's heaps tied into discipline, bro. You got to have a fucking well-disciplined sort of brain to be able to go through that. And then if you can maintain that discipline that you've created through your brain and through your body, then why not try and maintain that through eating some better choices, or through eating better choices coming out of it.
It's good, but it's not the magical fix is what we're trying to say.
Not. There's no magical fixes in this fucking game, bro.
Especially if you're listening to our podcast.
Exactly. Two bros just talking.
I don't think the magical fixes last too long on our podcast.
That's what was the good thing about doing the 90 days with you too, bro, and the Winter Warrior. Like you said the other week, 90 days has been a good tester to see, one, if we can maintain. That's for me anyway. And, bro, the longer you can drag things out, then the better the reward. Yeah,
there's been some days where I'm just, I'm not looking forward to this cold shower, but you just do it. Which is a big thing of discipline, is doing things when you don't want to do them or don't feel like doing them.
But you've always been pretty well disciplined. I've seen you over the years, and you used to train like 3 fucking times a day, eh? Now why don't you train like that anymore?
That's a good question. I'm thinking about getting back into it.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2 a days. Been thinking about this of like, how do you become world class in any sport? It's two times a day. If you want to go to Olympics, like it's hours and hours. How do you become like the best trainer or best mobility, best strength?
Yep.
Doing about 2 hours a day, you can split them up into 1 hour. So I'm just looking at that at the moment. I think I hit, when I was training, I was doing the handstand stuff.
Yep.
And then I was doing weights. I was working at a gym, so it was easier to manage. Now I'm just like maintaining. My excuse is I'm doing business. But I'm more focused on business on my work.
Yeah,
That's my excuse that I'm using. And I've got plenty of time to do it. So it's just, dialing back into it. Always feel like when you're out of whack with things, I spoke to someone today, is about that's the best time to reset your goals.
Yep.
Go back over them.
Yep.
And then formulate that plan.
Yeah, that's cool.
Implement. Boom.
What do you feel like would be? What would you work on now?
That's the thing.
Because you've hit a lot of things, bro, over those years, and especially the times when you did the handstand, right?
I think that's what doesn't scare me, but I know that any goal I go after, it's going to take a long time and a lot amount of hours and effort.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to marry that up. Is that going to be worth it, or is that going to push me further towards what I see in my future as goals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I think that whole discipline thing around training does help,
Yeah.
I've been listening to too much Andrew Tate lately. And just like, if I'm going to tell my clients that they need to find the time, I should be doing it too, which I do. But I think I just want to double down on things. And
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
I like that, bro. I really like that. So, give us an insight. What would you go to? What's something that you would love to go for that you haven't hit?
Oh, that I haven't hit. It's probably like, say, mobility-wise would be the head to toe. So when you can touch your head to your toe with your leg straight. Yep. I rate that as probably like a black belt movement in mobility. So middle splits and that are probably like the black belt movements.
Yep.
Brown belts would probably be front splits. What is it? Does it go purple, then blue?
Yeah, I'm unsure, bro.
And maybe go purple would be like a pancake.
Mm-hmm.
Blue belt would be like your hip flexor and palm flat type thing, and white belts, you're just getting into it.
Do you have the belts? Do you have like a belts stand?
Nah, that's just what I took over in my head. It'll probably come towards that eventually. And everyone's different bodies, different body types, different levels of starting. So, but it's good. I always coming from the knees over toes, how we set those standards.
Yeah.
I've always been someone who wants to like hit those goals. You put me in a group, I sort of want to
be able to achieve those.
Push to the top of it. Yep. So, head to toe would be awesome. I got probably like 2 fingers away.
Fuck, that's pretty close, man.
Yeah, so I was pretty much there. So I know I've got like access to it. I think having all the different mobility standards at the same time is the other thing, as well as with the strength. I can have them like, I could have that 180 bench. We had it for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
But now I can't do it. I don't think I'll be able to do it now, maybe.
Yeah, same.
So maybe like a 180 bench, but we can hit it every week if we needed to.
Yeah, okay.
So we'd probably need to hit 5 of them.
Okay.
To make it like your normal.
I feel you.
Yeah, I like trying to make your lifts normal so you can hit it on any given day type thing.
Yeah.
Is a good standard instead of just at the peak period of time.
So that would be mobility. That would be strength, like a strength one.
Yep.
What sort of skill? What sort of
skill I like boxing as a skill at the moment. Yeah. So like being able to throw proper punches. I know I can't. I can do them slow, but they're not automated on how I'm.
Yeah.
As I get tired, I'm not rotating proper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want it second nature. Would be skill wise. I did a lot of them through real movement. That's sort of how I got, like the 5-board juggling and like I was,
got them all sorted.
Yeah, I sort of ticked off all those boxes, and that's how I sort of become so good and into all the mobility and strength things. So that really helped. But it's sort of then it works on your discipline. So you're always ticking things off. You have to push the boundaries, and I really enjoyed those things. So hopefully I can set out some standards for the mobility, which we are trying to do. So
cool,
and it's working.
Yeah, mad.
It's good.
Yeah, that makes me think about what I would, like to achieve. And it's always been the same thing for me. It's always like I would be on the low levels of mobility when it comes to your standards, but it's been able to maintain those standards throughout a whole year.
Yeah.
That's the thing for me, bro. Like it's always been in pockets of, little bursts. And I suppose coming out of footy, going and working at the gym and, my lifestyle up until then probably took me away from being able to hit those standards all the time. But yeah, certainly something along the lines of being able to hit those mobility standards. I like to play around with my strength. I'm not too focused on being able to hit big numbers, except for our bench press, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing at the moment with these 1,000 push-ups a day. And then, yeah, like skills based, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I'd love to go back on the field and be able to move how I used to move, you know. And I feel like there's a bit of space for me to be able to display how I used to move back when I was 19, 20, pre-ACLs, and being able to display that same level of movement and skill at what, I'm 35 now or 36.
Yep.
You know, that's something I've been thinking about. And in order to do that, like I said, bro, I've got to be able to hold those standards for a longer period of time. And then when I'm at that level of like physical prowess, then I'll be able to go out to the field and move like that. And then all my content changes. You know, I can go outside of the gym. So everything sort of wraps around me being able to be well disciplined first off, and being able to hit my own standards.
Make more money, more conviction.
Bro, it all goes hand in hand, bro.
And what's sort of holding you back, if we want to go a little bit deeper?
Yeah,
hitting those.
You know, it's just life at the moment. I feel like I don't know how to. I'm still adjusting.
Yep.
You know, getting my time slotting right. You know, we've put some stuff into place between both of us that's really helped me over the last couple of weeks, literally. You know, it's been able to refocus when the kids. Because, bro, I'll be honest, the only times when I go out of whack is when my kids are involved or I go on holidays. And if I can just...
Which is every school holiday.
Every school fucking holidays, bro. Get that right, eh? But, you know, if I can... That's the thing. You know, if I can figure that out and just be able to maintain everything for a longer time, then, fuck, I'll get to a position I'll be like, oh, man, this is new ground.
Yep.
And then I'll be able to go and do those things on the footy field.
What are we willing to commit to today? I'll commit to fucking head to toe.
I need to hit all my standards.
Yep.
If I hit my mobility, bro, fuck, I'm on. Like, I'm belly down pancake. You know, I'm far gone, bro, every once in a while. I want to be able to do them whenever I want to, at any time.
Yeah, just that instant access to it.
So I'll commit to those. I'll commit to, fuck, man, my hip flex on the wall at the moment is shocking. That, touch toes, I think being able to get it on 2 plates and palms through the floor, or plate and a half, palm through the floor. But I've got long arms, bro. So it's, yeah, that's another thing. And then my pancake belly down, which is, fuck, I've written all these down in my fucking notebook. I need to go over them constantly.
That's it. I'll do head to toe, a nice middle split, or access to it anyway. I've had it before, and a back bridge.
Oosh.
Those are, 3 good ones.
Do you see how knees over toes, he links the dumbbell pullovers to being able to back bridge?
Yeah.
Do you think that's correct?
Yeah, but it's just the start of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want a perfect back bridge, you need the elbows to be over the wrists.
Line, yeah.
But he still can't hit that himself.
Yeah. Okay.
But most people don't know, like, what to look for in a back
Yeah,
bridge. But
like
that's
looking
what
at
you
going,
want to look for.
"Damn."
You want to look for that shoulder over the wrists when you're in that back position.
Okay.
But then that's going to translate to, like, a snatch, which is a cool thing. I don't think you can back bridge with that shoulders over wrists and not be able to have the thoracic mobility to snatch. So that's a cool one to marry up.
Yeah, I like that.
I always like those things where you can say, okay, if you can do a Jefferson curl to wrist past the toes, then that means you can
do this.
Yeah.
If you can do
touch
this,
the toes with
you
your
can do
palms
this.
flat,
Yeah,
if that
sick.
makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. So I like marrying up all those things. Like if you can do a DS50 bench at 100 kilos for 50 reps, you can probably do 10 140s and maybe 180.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Or probably 110. Yeah. You know, I like those little
that's
crossovers and say, so you can do volume training, but then it's equaling other things.
Yeah, that would marry up with your standards too, eh? Because if you know you can hit that, then you know you can almost hit the other stuff, which will be like substandards.
And then you just need a little tapering to, hit those cool standards.
I love that shit.
Anything else you want to chat? We've been going for 40 minutes for a freestyle. I think, people like
that's
sort of, when we talk about what we're doing in our lives. So feel free to drop in questions. I'm always on YouTube and the comments to see everything. So I think they wanted you to vlog the fast.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that. Maybe you can jump on me for the first 2 days.
My inner bitch just went.
Yeah, bro, it's like that, eh? But I will, man. I'm vlogging these 1,000 push-ups, which you told me to do the other day, and I was like, yeah, you're right. I actually said I was going to do that, but I'll try to do a 72-hour fast, or maybe like a 96-hour fast as well.
Yep.
See what happens.
Done and dusted, bro.
Sure, bro.
Shot.
Yeah, they call me a savage. I'm putting in work. I hustle and grind, I put in the time, get what I deserve. Savage.